We're going. Hi, I'm Erin Frame. I'm a realtor with Long Realty in the Catalina Foothills, and I'm here today with Nate Aries, the owner of Commoner & Co., Prep and Pastry, August Roads, and something new he'll have to talk about. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm great. Thanks for coming. This is fantastic. So, oh, sorry, I got phones ringing and everything here. I apologize. Okay, so I guess a little first. I mean, I love your Commoner & Co. Before COVID, I spent a lot of time there. And I hate to say it, since COVID, my husband's diabetic, so we don't really go anywhere. But we have picked up before. And I absolutely love Liz, your bartender. She's fabulous.
Who's actually our newest manager. Yeah. Big fan of Liz. Yeah.
I love it. We just saw her at Sabino Canyon yesterday, I think. She was walking. So it's
nice.
We just see people around. Tucson's such a small town.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why you never make anyone angry in it.
Oh, absolutely. It's getting smaller by the day. That's what I keep saying.
Yes, it is.
So obviously you started with Prep and Pastry, correct?
Yeah. Started with Prep and Pastry actually 7 years ago, pretty much 6 days ago. Mm-hmm. So 7 years ago, started out at that little 2,200 square foot spot off of Campbell, right there, right next to the Native Seeds Native Seeds grocery store.
Oh, okay, perfect. And then it moved from there to the one on Grant.
Yeah. It actually went. It went a little different route actually. The landlords knew me from the Abbey Commoner & Company,
yep.
The location, and I'm a glutton for punishment, so I signed a lease up at Commoner and on the east side at Grant, pretty much simultaneously. Just really at the same time. Mm-hmm. And the Grant location opened later than Commoner, but it was within 6 months. It was probably a dumb move since I didn't have Prep really dialed in quite yet, but it's knock on wood, it's worked out so far.
That's great. And then what, about a year ago or so, you opened the one on Campbell? Yeah.
Well, the newest location on Campbell.
Yeah.
We moved. My lease was ending mm-hmm. At the original location, and it was just small. We outgrew it. I love the look of it, and really, in the real estate world, as you know, I want to kind of start making a play where, I'm not going to be around forever being the new trendy restaurateur. My partner chefs are much younger than me, but we're going to have our day just like all restaurateurs typically do. There's someone cooler and doing newer things, and so I wanted to move down the street and get into a building that we could put the team into, that we could grow. So when we were done with it, we could turn around and rent it to someone else. So yeah, we went down the street and to larger location, and then we put August Roads to backfill that location.
Yes.
Which was our little bakery / sandwich spot.
Delicious. And glutton for sandwiches and soup. Boy.
Yeah, and we did it because I was always going to Beyond Bread.
Yeah,
I want a different sandwich. Mm-hmm. And we were actually going to partner up with a different baker in town, a really popular baker in town, and we had the concepts all built, but I kind of joked that our egos couldn't fit through the same door. So, we decided to do it ourselves. And we partnered up with Nate Teufel, who was the Canyon Ranch baker. He created a lot of bread programs around town and through the nation, actually. And he's just a gem. He's been a home run ever since. So, yeah, it's just a little bakery now that COVID kind of took the wind out of our sails.
Oh, it took the wind out of it. Real estate was booming still, but it's still not.
Yeah.
And it's funny, as I told you before, I know Nate just because I used to work with him at Canyon Ranch, and my very favorite breakfast there was his gluten-free bread, and it was like fresh every day with fresh almond butter and butter. Oh my gosh,
yes.
It is to die for. So if he's still making
it really good,
picking it up. So
when we open the new grocery store, which I'm sure we'll talk about, when we open the grocery store, he'll be having it on the shelves.
Yeah.
Weekly, daily, actually, fresh baked. We moved him to the back to this, gave him his own little production room back there, and he's cranking along. He's great.
What a great opportunity for him too. I love it. So your food at Commoner, how would you describe your food at Commoner & Co.?
So it's easy to say American cuisine because you can say American cuisine and you're allowed to do whatever you want, because really what is American cuisine? We've taken everything from overseas, if you actually think about it, other than some Southern Creole type things. Most of American cuisine has roots overseas. So American cuisine, just with a little neighborhood flair. We like to be the kind of the swankier little neighborhood joints. You already had like a sports bar over there. You already have like the Italian spot, the sushi. So we want to kind of just fit in, kind of fit in with like something that was just a little more touch above, per se. Let's not say above everyone else. I want to mean it like that, but where you can go get like a $100 bottle of wine, or you can go get a $20 bottle of wine, and still get, really get the happy hour burger, or you can get the, the charred octopus.
Yeah.
So
didn't have that last time I was there.
Yeah. Well, it's called the Kraken and crust, where it's like a 24-hour brined octopus. Then we charred it on the grill, and homemade sourdough and cioppino stew underneath it. Wow. So I mean, we just kind of did like a neighborhood, kind of like the neighborhood joint where we could just kind of touch it up a little bit.
That's what I love about it. Is I mean, it's like there's one of everything in that area, which is great. And I love the fact, that, like you said, it is that kind of higher, kind of not like we said, not higher than everybody else, but it's different. It's different food. It's not going in, like you said, to a sports bar or a Mexican restaurant, or it's got a very different feel. And it does feel like kind of a neighborhood bar. You walk in, the rail's always full, at least before COVID. Everyone knew each other.
It was we actually called it like a little swankier chairs. We, especially with the remodel, it really, we wanted to get rid of the old look and get the new look in, and we really wanted to clean it up and make it feel welcoming, and close all the patios so it could be year-round usable. And so we really did attempted to make it, elevate the image of it.
One thing I want to say, I loved your short ribs. So you guys don't have those anymore?
So we have the sambal braised beef. So it is the short rib kind of cut, I guess you can say. But we slow roast it in jus and sambal chilies for like 24 hours, and then we saute it with the au jus and sambal, and kind of char some veggies with the goat cheese polenta at the bottom. It's honestly my favorite dish we've ever done. Wow. I'm not just saying that, it's my favorite dish. So it is the short rib, just done a little differently, a little flair.
Well, I see what I'm ordering soon. So it's time from, we always have people from out of town, at least before COVID, from Seattle, and we always take them there. And it's like they talk about it still to this day. So I can't wait till we can get it back down here, start everything up again. So we started knocking it. I felt like we were really kind of getting a good stride with the new look, and getting the partner chef Kyle on board, and he was kind of fully in like a year's worth of the company with the remodel, and he kind of learned what the neighborhood was, loved and didn't love, so we were finally really dialing everything in. And then as we all know. Yeah, crazy. But it looks like you're growing though. So like, I mean, I was going to say, you obviously have something new coming. And one of my favorite places to go, I used to love the Rincon Market. I'd get my coffee there, my food there. And when I heard they closed, I was sad. So it sounds like a really cool thing happening.
Well, and I was sad too. I mean, I used to come and get the Billy's Big Barbecue sandwich, weekly when I lived in Sam Hughes during college. But during hard times, there's always going to be opportunity. Right when COVID happened, I pretty much told the team, let's keep our heads down. Let's just get really creative. Let's really connect with people on social media, because, everyone's going to be in their phones being stuck at home. Let's get super creative on ways we can connect with everyone. And really, again, let's not worry about, making money. Let's not worry about, it's not about that right now. It's really about connecting and not losing as much money as, as it's bad to say, as everyone across the street, So how do you, what's your break even? What's your float? Let's just float this company for a year and a half. And literally that's, I didn't want to get rid of all my managers. They've been with me for so long. I had a lot of employees that have been with me for a long time that had kids. So there's a lot of, we put all that in the factors and said, let's just float this thing. And I also did say though, it's like, during hard times with these opportunities, let's keep our ear to the ground. And, I kept my ear to the ground, and I actually said no to the location. My wife called me crazy, which is weird because she doesn't want me to do anything anymore. We've got 6 spots right now. She's like,
and you have Scottsdale. Crazy too. I know. And
Scottsdale, and we opened Scottsdale 6 months prior to COVID.
Wow.
And it's not even, I think it was like 5 actually. And, but it's still, again, hard times, there's opportunity. So keep your ear to the ground and keep your head down and just work harder than everyone else. And that's what I feel like we've been doing that fairly well. My team is just amazing. I'm not just saying that. My team is like, if you know me, I'm pretty unorganized, but my team, everyone I've surrounded myself with is very organized, very detail oriented, and surround yourself with people that are better than you. And I feel like I've done that pretty well. And so, we're growing. We're growing during hard times, but it's
sorry, my dog's barking. I apologize.
You're fine. No, but someone's got to grow.
I know. So now tell us a little about your new venture.
So Flores Market, it's going to be, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Rincon Market was a staple in Arizona, or Tucson, really Arizona. 96 years, great friends with the Abbott who owned it prior. So they had a great thing going on, and when COVID came, they already sold it to someone else. And I think, I don't know what happened, but, they had to close. And so when this came about and I walked the spot, I said, why change anything? The only thing we need to change is the name, and that's really it. The concept's already built for the neighborhood. The neighborhood already loves it. The U of A loves it. You're in a prime location for a boutique neighborhood market / restaurants. So I didn't want to change that. So we're just really kind of scaling up the look. It has looked the same for 96 years. It's felt the same. I want to lighten it. I want to touch it with vintage colors, retro vintage colors, but still make it feel brand new. And I feel like the design team out of Scottsdale, we used that House of Form. And I think they did a bang up job. Tons of greenery. If you've seen any of my restaurants, they always have real greenery hanging everywhere. And brick walls complementing the white tile, subway tile against the butcher and deli. Crazy wallpaper. If you know me, I love tile and wallpaper. So some crazy wallpaper in the restaurant side, just to kind of make things a little more lively. Rattan lighting hanging all over, just to kind of touch those retro vintage, vibes in there. And we're very excited. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and catering, and the bakery in the back. So it'll be
also like
excited.
A lot of local vendors. I read.
Let's say that one.
I was going to say, in a lot of local vendors, right? That's kind of what you're.
Yeah. So we're actually going to be, our main partnership is going to be with Presta Coffee. Again, if someone's better than us at something, we're the first ones to raise our hand and admit it. And Presta's the best in Arizona. I mean, they've been voted, best roaster in Arizona for 3 years in a row by Food and Wine magazine. They crushed the competition. So we're going to partner with them on some roasting in house. We've got Colleen LaFleur doing all of our floral. She's going to have a little shop in there. She's been a great partner of ours. She's a partner in August Roads with us. And I also got Creative Kind coming in to do all the paper goods. But we're also going to have, old Pueblo Craftsman have a little end cap of his home goods, and Noel with the beekeeper out at Marival is going to have his honey products in here. And we're going to bring a lot of our friends in here and really let them kind of run with it. And we're, they stay up to our standards anyways. So as long as they're up to our standards, which they all are, we're going to be we'll be bringing them in and inviting them in.
There's nothing like supporting local. I just, it's like lit a fire under me. I just love it. It's just fantastic to try. It's so hard to especially in COVID, to stay, doing only local, especially with not going out a lot of times. But I do my best.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
No,
that's great.
No, you got to stay local. I mean,
sure.
You really do. It's especially during these times. So
yes.
I promise you, Target and Walmart are going to be A-okay.
Amazon, okay. I know.
Yeah. So,
is there anything else you want to add, or have I missed anything? Any questions about your business?
No, I don't think so. We covered the brand new spot. I just appreciate it. We appreciate all the support during these crazy times, and I appreciate you even having me on. It really is fun, and I love chat and shop.
Yes, so. I love hearing it. Like I said, I was in restaurants for years, so for me, it's my heart. So, one thing I do want to say is I love your shirt. I just want to do a little shout out to
thank you,
Sheila and Dino. We love you, Dino. So,
well, I grew up eating their pizza. I go way back with them, and he's been a mentor of mine. He came into the shop all the time, and we chatted up numbers all the time. And if you know me, I can talk, and especially if we're talking numbers, I can really talk.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of all of them over there. So, and I just love seeing his son kind of grab the bull by the horns and run with it. So
the whole thing it's crazy, but they're doing great down there. So
they are.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. So,
thank you.
You're welcome. So what I'll do is at the end, I will put your contact information, the website, all that stuff, all your different businesses, trying to make some links to that. And I will make sure you get a copy of the video.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and have a great day.
I'll see you now.
Okay. All right. Bye.